we're going to be trying to see how best we uphold best practices in sanitation and hygiene. And we're looking at it from the environmental officer's angle. All right, then. So my guests are here, and they're going to be talking us through this all through the program this morning. Sanitarian Taiwo, Adebamidele Awonuga is President, Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter. Sanitarian Taiwo, it's nice to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, our admirable listener at home.
All right, and you're welcome back to Traffic Radio.
God bless you.
Okay, then. So joining him as well, I have Sanitarian Akintunde Jeremiah Ogundairo. He's Deputy President for Ehwan Lagos. Ogundairo, nice to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Lagos.
And you're welcome back to the station.
Thank you very much.
So let's begin this conversation by locating your place in the environmental sustainability equation. So when we talk about sanitary inspectors, who are they, by the way? Let's start with Sanitarian Taiwo Awonuga.
Sanitary inspectors was the former name knowing Wole to be in the olden days.
All right.
But now metamorphosed to what they call environmental health officer. In Yoruba, we call them Wole. In Hebrew, they call them Monye Allah. In Hausa, they call them Dubangeri.
Right.
So
they have names for them.
Yes, they have names for them.
And how did that idea, Wole, how did it come to be? Because you guys were always doing what?
We are always doing what we believe is best practice to prevent and control the advent of diseases in the society. We are out to ensure that people are free from illness. They are not being attacked by any infectious diseases. So what do? Our job include 1, routine house-to-house inspection of premises.
Okay.
Pest control, that means control of pests that are of public health importance.
Right.
Such as rodent, mosquito, bedbug, etc. Then our job include water, sanitation and hygiene, which is presently called WASH.
Okay.
So what do we check in water? We ensure that the water that people drink is fit for human consumption. They are free from pathogenic organisms. So our job also entails the control of air pollution.
All right.
So that the air we breathe in are not causing issues to our lungs. So that is why you see Lagos State government very, very being proactive on the use of generators.
Right.
That they don't want any fumes to suffocate anybody.
That's right. Let me bring in Sanitarian and Ogundairo to the equation. So, in today's world, for instance, now that the whole world is battling COVID-19 and has really become a pandemic across the entire world, what roles do sanitary inspectors have to play in this kind of situation?
Thank you very much, sir. I want to appreciate you and the question. With this COVID-19 pandemic, there are rules being played by environmental health officers. Our rules and monitoring our people, the public. As we know that this thing is transmitted from it exceeded this animal to man now. It's now from man to man. So as such, we want to emphasize preventive measures, ensuring our people, they wash their hands regularly. So anywhere we go, we educate them, telling them about washing of their hands, use of hand sanitizers, use of nose cover or face mask, avoidance of gathering, large gathering, and like the schools. Before you come in, like those that are having their exams now, want to ensure that they have all these preventive things in place, like hand washing facilities, infrared thermometer to check their temperature, and ensure that no one is coming with the disease into the school premises.
All right. So it's your responsibility to check all of that.
Yes.
This is assignment for sanitary inspectors. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get back to this now, because I know Wole used to be very popular back in the days, but it appears these days we hear little of you guys. So what's happening, Sanitarian Awonuga, it appears you guys have gone silent, or perhaps you've gone to sleep.
We are still very, very active in the society. Our service is still needed and still very, very prominent.
Right.
Recently, during this COVID-19 issue, I want to appreciate the Lagos State government for taking the bull by the horn for our giant stride. Lagos State is the epicenter of COVID. So the Lagos State government swing into action by calling on all environmental officers in Lagos State to handle the preventive aspect of the COVID, in which from the month of March, Lagos State government purchased thousands of decontamination chemicals. So to decontaminate all public utilities, schools, markets, even secretariats, both federal secretariats and state secretariats.
Right.
Even all these banks, their ATM machine and everything.
So you guys are involved in that?
Yeah, so that's why I said I want to appreciate the Lagos State government for even giving us our role to play.
Okay, so it's not to say that you guys have gone to sleep. You've been very active.
We are very, very active.
All right, but we really hear of you. So what's been going on? It appears you guys are not doing much advocacy to say that, well, sanitary inspectors, we're here and we're doing this kind of job.
I will appreciate that question, because those are the questions even the public do ask us. Whenever they see us or meet us in the garden, they say, hey, you people guys, are you still in existence? We will tell them, yes, we are in existence. The problem we are having is this: we are grossly inadequate.
And that's where I want to come in from. So we do not have enough of you, right?
Yes.
So how many sanitary inspectors do we have across the country today from your assessment?
Assuming I'm the national president, I'll be able to give you across the country. But I can only speak about my state.
Okay, let's talk about Lagos. So how many do we have in Lagos?
God bless you for that question. Presently we are having in Lagos State less than 400.
Less than 400?
Yes.
Sanitary inspectors?
Yes.
Ooh. So to a population of how many? 22 million?
22 million.
No, over 23 now. We have our population is over 22 million.
Wow.
It's over 23 now.
And what is required?
The requirement by the World Health Organization is one environmental health officer to 8,000 people. And if we have to go on by that means that we are grossly inadequate. We're supposed to be having 2,875 environmental health officers to the population of 23 million.
Wow.
But
and we have only 400.
We have less than 400.
So why is that so? Is it to say you are not training people, or we do not have qualified environmental health officers? Or what's happening?
No, we have many people being trained. Even as I speak with you, the school where they are training them in Lagos State, and even in all the states in Nigeria, we are being trained, and they are turning out graduates every day.
Which school is this?
Lagos State College of Health Technology in Lagos State here. Okay. And to God be the glory, this is the first school of health technology in West Africa.
Wow.
This is where Ghana and Sierra Leone and Liberia and so many other countries within the West African region, this is where they train their environmental health officer before they go back to their own country to go and set up the school.
Right.
The school will be 100 years this year. The school was founded in 1820.
Wow.
So it will be a centenary
celebration
for the school. So, and every year the school turn out graduate of over 100 yearly.
But from your assessment now, less than 400 are within the employment of the Lagos State government.
Yes.
All right.
Let me come into that, because it won't speak well for me to crucify my governor without appreciating him. This year, when he asked us to go and bring our proposal and how to move Lagos State, or how to improve the cleanliness of Lagos State,
right,
it is part of our position request from him that we needed more environmental officer. As I speak with you, if not coronavirus, they have approved the employment of over 200.
In addition to this?
Yes.
Wow. So Governor Sanwo-Olu has done that?
He has done beautifully well.
Okay,
so I want to appreciate him that we still need more. If this can be done, if this one is actualized, I pray that it should be concurrent.
All right. So it means that we can see and feel your presence more with this now.
Very well.
All right. Ogundairo, let me come in here. So we have hundreds of sanitary inspectors turned out every year from the College of Health Technology, and they cannot find their way into government employment. What about having private organizations make use of them. Do we have that?
Yes, they are expected to be in all organizations, that the military, police, air force, we do have them. So we are pleading with government, federal, state, to employ more environmental health officers. Like in organizations like this, radio station and the rest, universities.
Do I need a sanitary inspector here?
Yes.
So tell me, what will be their roles here?
Thank you very much. Their role will be to monitor the state of the environment here, and to, before anything happen that will affect your health adversely, they are trained to identify possible things that can affect your environment, that will adversely affect your health. So they will quickly notify you and make corrections.
Right.
So that is the essence. They are supposed to be in all organizations.
Okay.
Yes. As they are not employed now, we are appealing that we should employ more environmental health officers. Like the state president did mention, the promises is on. If not for the event of COVID-19, it will have been actualized. So we are appealing to their governor to please actualize that employment. It will seriously help the situation, the environmental situation in Lagos State.
All right, then. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, upholding best practices in sanitation and hygiene. The environmental health officers' angle is our focus. And the Lagos State chairperson of Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Sanitarian Taiwo Adebamidele Awonuga is here with me, and also Sanitarian Ogundairo. All right, I'll allow you to join the conversation very, very shortly. Earlier on, we told you a broken down truck somewhere around Oyemekun, inwards Odejobi. It's still there, and of course, let's see how that has been removed. If it has, Akintunde, you can keep us posted. Also, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, I'm expecting the latest update from that corridor. Usually at this time, it's normally a built-up kind of situation from Dokpemodari, the bridge inwards National. But I do hear this morning it's been fairly okay. So let's hope it remains like that up till now. And of course, Thunderland Bridge also looking good inwards the island. Only those from this corridor, that's from the mainland, can have access through the Third Mainland Bridge at this time. So if you're heading to the island, you can still have movement within that end. All right, then, last four monitors, keep me posted. Ikorodu Road still very busy at the moment, especially by the time you approach Itawolo, heading towards mile 12. Counterflow is still very much on. The second phase of the construction work around Kushofe inwards K2 is still very much on at the moment. Okay, the Lagos Ibadan Expressway inwards Lagos, I do understand earlier on was busy. I hope it gets better. Probably you can share that experience with me as you drive along as well. All right, so let's get back to this. Sanitarian Taiwo Awonuga, what has been the most challenging period for you guys as an association? That's A1, for instance.
This is a beautiful one. The most challenging period for us is COVID-19 period.
Okay.
It has been so challenging because most of our officers hardly will go home to sleep.
So you guys are working around the clock?
Around the clock. We sleep in the office to ensure that whenever we are called upon that there is a patient confirmed to be having the virus, we have to move down to the venue to decontaminate the house and even decontaminate the let me call it the formites.
Right.
That means the cloths, the something that he has handled. So and also during this COVID-19 period, it has been so hectic for us that some of us even do go to the centers. That means the testing laboratory centers,
right,
to even do the contamination for them, in which even some of our men were even affected with the.
Some of your men were infected with the virus.
Wow! We thank God, they are all good.
Okay, so the good news is that you never lost anyone.
Yes, we never lost anybody.
Great.
But it's part of the pride that we have to pay for the profession and for the state, because if not coronavirus, maybe my profession will not even be known. So
coronavirus has brought you guys back to the question.
Yeah,
because I know that back in 2019 and 18, we've had this conversation a long time. Most of you do say yes, lack of job. Most of your members do not have that. You have some other outfits taking over your
profession,
your activities and all of that. But it's good that you guys are. So the contaminating process, a lot of things are put in place, but majorly your officers are the ones handling all of this under the ministry,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Of environment.
Yes.
Okay, then. So let's take this to the next level then. You did say that corporate organizations can make use of sanitary inspectors.
Yes.
Yes.
And I wanted to break this down for me, Sanitarian, Awonuga.
Yes.
What aspects do we need them in a corporate organization?
God bless you. Even there's a regulation by the regulatory body that any organization that employed more than 30 employees, they need to employ the service of environmental health officer. One, every seconds, human being generates waste. So there is need for somebody to be managing the waste in that organization for them. Not only that, the organization needs somebody that will handle their occupational health, the type of job they do there.
All right.
So the environmental officer need to educate them.
Yeah, but I can appoint anyone.
You cannot.
Not just that job.
It's not anybody's job. It's not
You mean
anybody's
it?
job.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not anybody's job. Because now, let's say if cement factory, for example, somebody who is in a cement factory, a worker there, you have to tell him the implication of exposing himself to dust.
The cement dust.
Cement dust will cause silicosis for you if you are not careful. So so you need to tell them, make use of your nose mask. After working for 3-4 months, you have to change that person from that section to another section.
Right.
So that the rate of accumulation or exposure to that dust will be reduced.
Limited.
But I'm just thinking aloud. Can I just appoint anyone, a facility manager, for instance, someone in the office who is very vast with the workings of the corporate environment? Can't I appoint anyone to do that job?
You know, environmental health officers, they went through occupational
And safety training.
and safety training and hygiene. So they will be in proper position to put things right and educate our people. Like
Right.
their sitting position in the factory,
Right.
their closeness to machine and the rest. What they can do that will affect them adversely. So
Right.
an environmental health officer will be in place.
Yeah, but I can send
to
Korede
educate them.
but I can send Korede or Emmanuel or Kingsley on a short course to go and learn that and come and
You
be.
cannot get all in that short course.
You mean it?
Yes,
And aside from that, is a job that is meant for the professional. You have to be licensed and be regulated before you can practice such. So that's why under the branch of environmental health, we have occupational health and hygiene.
Right.
We have industrial hygiene under it. So there are specialization, area of specialization. As I speak with you now, I'm not an industrial hygienist
Okay.
because some people are specialists.
Specialized in
but
that
they are
area.
environmental
So what's your
health.
area of specialization?
My own is air and vessels sanitation.
Air and vessels. So
Sanitation.
you sanitize planes?
Yes.
And then the vessels on
and
sea.
vessels on sea.
Ah, you be big man. Oh.
No. So to add to it, there are some oil company that our people are working there, like Shell Petroleum Company.
Okay. They're needed there.
They are needed. So they are working there. They are the one that they call their industrial hygienist or in charge of their environmental health, and some are in charge of their occupational health and safety.
All right.
So these are the branches that are under environmental health
health.
practice.
Let's bring it down to what we know you guys for. The Wole Wole thing. Back in the days, you guys would come to the streets to inspect. How come we do not see that anymore?
We've mentioned it that we are grossly inadequate, but nevertheless, the little one that on ground, we ensure that we make sure that we go to house to inspect. People will say they don't see us. Why it has been long they see us last. But not knowing that whenever we are going to your premises, you must have been at your working place. So as a time, the only thing that will prove that we come to your house is maybe if you see any infraction, you have committed any environmental infraction, then we serve you a paper. Maybe you saw the notice pasted on your door mouth or at the entrance of your house. It's then you will know that sanitary inspector have come
here.
But if there is no infraction, we won't drop any abatement notice for you to be able to say, these people are here.
Okay.
But mostly people have gone to their respective area of work to go and do their work, so they may not even see us. But as I speak with you, sir, if an environmental health officer go into a premises today, because of the gross inadequacy, before you can see us returning back to their premises, maybe about 6 months.
Ooh.
Because, let me take for example, presently in Bejuleki, they are having only just 4 environmental health officers.
Only 4?
4 in Imejuleke. So, and in the olden days, when I was small, even when I was newly employed into this profession,
Right.
in 1984, Lagos and Land Local Government, City Hall, our officer on ground, we are 71.
On ground then?
Yes, in the local government, 71. So that is why you see them moving around, you see them
Back then. So the population was very... Okay.
As people retired,
they are exiting from the service.
They exit. No
replacement.
Yes.
Oh, quite unfortunate. All right, let's hear from the people this morning. Let us also connect with you, even as we talk best ways of upholding sanitation and hygiene, and we're looking at it from the environmental health officer's angle. With me in the studio, Sanitarian Taiwo, Adebamidele, Awonuga. Of course, he's the president of EHWAN in Lagos, that's Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria. And also, I have with me in the studio, Sanitarian Akintunde Jeremiah Ogundairo, Deputy President, EHWAN Lagos. Let's hear from you, 0809-912-0777. That's the numbers you can connect with us. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. We listen to the environmental health officers.
Who are we speaking with?
This is Major.
Major from Ogba.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Well, if you want to see them, they come out on Thursday morning during the market.
Okay, the market sanitation.
When they come out and they start going after all those shop people, that is what they are very, very good at. I'm not saying they don't do any other thing. Yes, they are not adequate. I've had cause to work with them several times through the CDA. Yes, the numbers are so low at the local government, but they come out in full force on Thursday. If you want to see them, just come out on Thursday morning. Just look around, you will see them. So that is just. But if they want to do what they're supposed to do, they do it. They know where to go. They know, and even they are not even encouraging. Okay, if they are inadequate, at least if the neighbors see something wrong and report to them. Some of the time, not most of the time, they even tell the culprit that this person reported you.
Okay, so
because if they are inadequate, then they should go into the community
and look for volunteers.
People in the community and look for volunteers. Go for CDA meetings, and of course, you can't know my neighbor as much as I do. So they work hand in hand. It's a citizen, but their main focus is on Thursday morning
for enforcement.
And do all sorts of things with them. I mean, this is radio. We know what is happening.
Right.
So if he says he wants to do more, you have my number. Drop. You know how to work with them and get things done. If they want to do what he's supposed to do.
All right. Major, thank you so much for giving your assessment. All right. So I will give you guys to respond, but let's still take some more and hear from people, especially as we talk about the Wole Woles. They're called sanitary inspectors, and I have 2 of them with me in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ayo.
Ayo from Ogba as well.
Yes.
I'm having the Ogba faithfuls this morning. All right, talk to me, Ayo.
Yeah. In this Nigeria, we don't really believe in using small techniques to solve big problems.
Why do you say that?
The issue of environmental in this Lagos state can be about, let me say, 60 to 70% can be solved by these people called Wole Woles. I do call them Wole Woles anyway.
Okay.
Now, the major problem we are having is those people that are paying their Loma dues.
Okay.
In Lagos State, where are they disposing their waste? Now, these people should be part of their function. They should go to each house. Where is your Loma due?
Okay.
If I'm paying for Loma, and those people that they are discharging my waste did not come, I will shout. I will protest. Most people will protest, and Lagos State will call them to wake up to their responsibility. See, they cancel monthly environmental sanitation. What did they use for replacement? Nothing tangible. These Wole Woles, they are the grassroots mobilizer. They stop problem from the grassroots. Let all these Kais or so-called Kais, I don't know what they call it. Is it Kai?
Yeah.
Let them go to the major road and leave all these wole-woles to the inner roads and streets. Let them solve the problem.
All right.
Please. Thank you.
Okay, Ben, that's a suggestion. All right, I hope we're taking note of that. If you guys can go around, ask for people's Loma bills, perhaps that will show some levels of responsibility. Let's hear from you. What do you make of sanitary inspectors of today? Are they still very much relevant in the question of things, especially when we talk about hygiene and sanitation? Good morning. 0809-912-0777. That's the numbers you can connect with us. Hello there. Good morning. All right, please turn down the volume of that radio. All right, so that was happens. If you do not turn down the volume of your radio, we're likely going to have a clash. So the moment you get through, just make sure that you turn the volume down, and then we can have a very, very good conversation. All right, then, anywhere you are, you can link up with us, even on social media too. You can express yourself. Let's know what you're thinking about the wole-woles. It is still very much relevant in today's equation. Talk to me. Hello there, good morning.
Hello, Victor.
Good morning, Grandma Olainka.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Well done, how's the family?
Very good.
I salute the sanitarians in the studio.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Yes.
You know, during our youthful age, these wole people, they will come sanitize the gutters. The gutters are very clean. You can see the water clean. I remember when I was younger, we would do both with paper.
And then you go into the gutters.
Yes, but now you can't do that or else you will catch something else. So, for the first time I'm hearing you, even because of traffic radio and Mr. Victor Terry and you. So, you have to do more. Then
Thank you,
we are
ma'am.
talking about the industries, how to handle them. I want to ask all these industries that Chinese and other Asian people are controlling. How are you handling them? Because they are not treating our boys and girls very well. They treat them like slaves. All this contamination and pollution. How do you handle them? Because because they are not even following the labor laws. Let alone wole law. So you have to do something about it. All
right. Thank you very much, Ma. All right, that's Grandma Lainka, always very, 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 very active in terms of responding to some of these challenges. But thank you for bringing your thoughts to us. We'll take one more before we get back to you guys, and then we'll allow you to respond to all the observations together. Talk to me. Good morning.
Hello, Victor. Good morning. This is Dominion.
Dominion, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Very good too.
Yeah. Well, let me just say well done to the the sanitary inspectors.
Thank you, sir.
I will just say, is it not possible they also have road safety have something they call road safety marshal.
Marshal, yeah.
Actually, staff of road safety, but they are the volunteers. Is it not possible they also have something like that, marshals that could also help in gathering information, informing them, and things like that? That's just my contribution.
All right, then.
Thank you
Volunteers. Very good. Thank you, Dominion. So let me get back to you. Sanitarian Taiwo, Awonuga, let's begin to address some of those concerns.
Let me start from the last speaker.
Okay.
Thank you for that, your thinking. It's as if you have seen the mindset of the Minister for Environment. Recently, he has opened a domain for environmental emergency response squad for all citizens in Nigeria, those who are interested in assisting the environmental health officer. So the domain, the website is open. You can register there. You click on www.eurecon.ng. Then you go
How do you spell Eurecon?
EHORECON.
Okay.
EHORECON. Then you click on the volunteer there.
Okay.
then you'll be captured, just like road safety. So they want to imbibe that spirit so that you people can be of assistance as an informant to the environmental officer as well.
Good. So Grandma Olayinka is concerned about Chinese and other foreign industries in Nigeria.
Yes.
Keeping up with your practices and the law.
Yes. Grandma, we appreciate your contribution. The issue of the Chinese industry springing up in Lagos, our people are not sleeping about them. Of recent, maybe you heard it on news, whereby a Chinese was arrested for not providing all the occupational necessary preventive measures for the staffs.
Okay.
I wouldn't like to mention the name of the company.
All right.
But nevertheless, we are not relating on our efforts. We continue to ensure that all regulations regarding the safety of the employee were adequately taken care of.
Okay.
So we are not going to relent on our effort, because where the head of one man is the head of all. That's our slogan.
Right.
So the head of you people in the community is our own head. An injury to you is an injury to us.
Right.
So, and we don't want injury to happen to anybody.
All right. Then, so Ayo from Ogba
is I mean, he's saying about disposing waste.
Right.
Loma, that the people that are not paying, they are the ones spoiling the environment. Yes, it's very, very right. A case of recent, just 2 days ago, was brought to my office. An house was served a paper that he has not been patronizing the PSP operator, the refuse collector. And unfortunately, they went to hire a lawyer to present their case for them. But along the line, the lawyer was so clever, he wrote a petition to the local government and wrote the Ministry of Environment and sent a copy to my office. So along the line, the letter was minuted to me, and I invited the lawyer and his client to my office. The thing the lawyer tells me was that he was not even aware that his client have not been paying.
Can you imagine that?
That what he will do. I said, now, the client, ask your client, where are they dropping their waste? They are the one causing issue for me on the road.
All right.
So they are the one disturbing, lying the road with refuse and waste.
Right.
So now your clients, they are supposed to prosecute them. So he now said he want to align with us that we should have MOU.
Right.
So I now ask him, go and meet the PSP operator, go and pay your
bill.
The minute you pay your bill.
So the Ayo's observation is very correct.
It's very correct.
All right, Senator Ogundairo, let me bring you in at this point. Major,
let us answer.
I want to add to that Loma issue.
Major.
Yeah, that's why I wanted him to come in.
Before then, sir.
All right.
I want to add to this Loma issue. What we do in Lagos State, environmental officer, we are working hand in hand with Loma,
okay,
to ensure the work is easy for them.
Okay.
Like in each local government, we have a desk officer, an environmental officer who's the desk officer in the local government,
right,
with the Loma, who give information as to where we have issues.
All right. So you're doing some collaborations with...
Yes. Like we used to have monthly meeting with them, with our Loma desk officer. Like as he said, presently what they are doing is that to identify premises who are not registered with PSP operator,
right,
and report them. As we talk now, they've started sealing premises who are not registering with the PSP operator. With that, they will have to register and ensure that it has been PSP operators.
All right, then let's get some more feed before we begin to wrap up things on the program. 0809-912-0777. That's the numbers that you can connect with us. I have the Wule Wules with me in the building, and you can ask him any question. Talk to me. Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What's your name?
My name is Akin.
Akin, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ipaja.
All right. Go ahead, Akin, quickly.
Okay, so I would like to just add to the points that one of the callers made regarding the Loma bills that are affecting people that do not patronize the Loma bills. Like, for example, in my own area, I have an issue with two tenants that stay before my own place. As of yesterday, I still went outside, and, the gutter, what they do is that they pour their urine, they pour their feces, they pour dirt. If you come to the gutter from their own house, you will notice that plastic bottles, biscuit wrappers, everything is inside the gutter.
Where is that? Which part of Lagos is this?
Baja.
Abeson Estate.
Abeson, okay. Wow, that's quite unfortunate.
Yes, and we even complained openly to them, yesterday, and I wish that people from the sanitation units can actually come and visit. Let them come, they will see it, they will snap pictures.
Right. Okay, now, where in Abeson Estate? Where precisely?
We can direct into
Wesley Street.
Wesley
Street, precisely. Yes,
all right.
Wesley.
All right, Wesley Street. All right. Sanitarian Taiwo has taken note of that. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm happy with that. Thank you.
Good. All right, and I hope you're going to do something with that, Sanitarian Taiwo.
Yeah, let me answer Major.
Right, before then,
Major is our first caller today.
Okay, quickly, can you do that briefly?
We don't want to ignore his agitation.
Right.
He said we are only seeing on Thursdays. On Thursdays, Major, we pull all our officers together. So pulling them together is because we want a situation whereby market is a place where we can get issue of infection.
Okay.
So because if you can recollect vividly, during the Lassa and Ebola, most of the markets are where the right breed.
Right.
So that's why on Thursday, that only single day were left out. Well, the government made that day a special day for the sanitation of the market.
Right.
That's why we pull all our officers together, and you see them.
So it's not to say that you guys are just coming out for
enforcement.
Okay.
That I want to clear that area.
Right.
And the other area he mentioned that we are not using the little technical resources we are having to manage crisis. Now, Major, it is not so. The only solution to a problem, a critical problem, demand a critical solution.
Okay.
The solution of what we are agitating for, so that you'll be seeing us at the grassroots, as you have rightly said, is employment of more environmental officers, injecting them to the system. You will see you're working fine. Thank God you are part of the CDA. And you CDAs now, I appreciate the Lagos State government that the CDA are now working hand in hand with environmental officer now.
Okay, then.
If they see any infringement or infraction, they do call environmental officer. The CDA themselves, like 2 weeks ago, there is a factory that got burned in Ojokoro.
All right.
The factory was now coming back to rehabilitate, to renovate the premises. The CDA of that community said, no, what you are producing here is what causes the fire outbreak. We won't allow you to come in again. They quickly ran to the local government. And we went there and we tell them you cannot operate. This is not an industrial area. This is a residential area.
All right, then let's begin to wrap this up because of time constraints now. So what will be your message to our people? You guys, you made us realize now that you're still very much around. You're very visible. And thanks to COVID-19, at least more work for your people. But what's your message to Lagosians, even as we depart the program? Let's start with Ogundairo.
I want to appreciate your question, sir. My advice to the public out there is to please cooperate with the government of our governor, Sanwo-Olu. Because what they are doing now is helping. We can see that serious reduction in the number of COVID-19 because of ensuring that we make use of these preventive measures. They should always ensure that they wash their hands very well with soap and water, make use of nose cover, and avoid gathering of people that can cause the spread of these diseases.
All right, so social distancing should be observed.
Social distance.
All right, then. Let's hear from Sanitarian Taiwo Awonuga quickly before we wrap up things.
I want to appeal to you that your health matters most to you. Whatever you give to environment is what environment is going to give back to you.
All right.
Please ensure that you maintain your environment very well.
All right, then.
Let us follow the COVID-19 rules, all COVID-19 protocols, and abide by it. And we'll be good in Lagos and Nigeria.
Okay, then.
Thank you. God bless you.
If they want to get in touch with you guys, how can they do that?
You can get all. You can hook me up on 070 38 19 8181.
Oh, okay. 07038198181. All right, then.
Or you can hook me up on Environment Ehoan Lagos on Twitter.
Okay, Ehoan. That's EHOAN Lagos. That's at EON.
Yes, at EHOAN Lagos.
Okay, then let's leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. We want to appreciate you. Okay, so I've been speaking with the health officers, the environmental health officers, and we'll be trying to look at upholding best practices in hygiene and sanitation, the N1 angle. But we have to go. Adebamidele has produced the program. Thank you so much. And to our executive producer, Taiwo Akintunde. All right, continue the conversation on our social media platform at Lagos Traffic 961, or you can follow me too on my own Twitter handle at Oteri Victor. Till Monday when I return on your side mirror, you can catch me up tomorrow on Talk Time by 8 o'clock. Bye for now.